anything that comes from the stables of Ramsey Nouah, you know that it has to be dope. The makeup, special effects was so on point. Look at all the special effects that were done all through the movie. I could not fault any. For me, Tokunbo just took makeup and costume from this level to 100.
They kept a suspense on Maggie Mitchell first. They wanted him to just look at his voice. It was not like Big Brother.
This is Big Brother. There are scenes, articulation needs to be studied. She's so vocal, and she sings so well. She's very firm with her words. I don't know where they got that girl from, but she's well schooled. She's going to a very, very expensive secondary school.
Hey guys, this is POV and you are absolutely welcome. I am Michelle Abanum, and you know how we do it on the show. We tell you what movies to watch and the ones to absolutely ditch. So calm down, I'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. So today we'll be reviewing one of the most popular movies in Nigeria right now. It's currently number 1 on Netflix, actually. So today we'll be reviewing Tòkunbò. Now, Tòkunbò is a 2024 Nigerian action drama film distributed by Netflix, like I said earlier. The film was directed by Ramsey Nouah and produced by Joy Odetie. I hope I did not murder this name. And Chris Ode. It was filmed in Nigeria and Seme, the Republic of Benin. The film stars Gideon Okeke, Norbert Young, Chidi Mokeme, Funlola Aofiyebi-Raimi, Stanley Chibona, and Darasimi Nadi. The budget for this movie was $200,000. Absolutely. The film follows Tòkunbò, portrayed by Gideon Okeke, an ex-car smuggler who is given 3 hours to deliver a government official's daughter to her captor, with the threat that his family will face dire consequences if he fails. Now, this movie, a lot of people have been saying it's amazing, but if we do not tell you that it's amazing, it means it's not amazing yet. All right, so guys, I have with me a very amazing, and I think their faces you're familiar with their faces at the moment. So I have with me AY and I have Jude here with me. They need no introduction.
Say that again.
Hi AY, hi Jude, how you doing?
Hello Michelle, how are you doing?
You look rather dull this morning. Hope all is well.
Well, all is well.
But AY, my guy, you look sharp.
Yeah, I look amazing.
Okay. I see what's going on here.
All right, okay, let's jump right into it. So, Tòkunbò, amazing movie, yeah?
Yes. I think so. Well,
Jude, amazing movie, yeah?
Who directed it again? Ramsey Nouah.
Ramsey, yes, Ramsey's direction.
Oh, okay, I see where you're going with that. It looks like it's going to be a very good ride for you. Now let's talk about the budget of this movie.
$200,000.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dollars. That's a whole lot of money.
Yeah. So this is not one of those movies we say, this was done on a very tight budget.
No, this is good.
Yeah.
And of course, this is the way to go. It's even though it was aired or it's being aired on Netflix, it's more like a cinematic movie. So cinematic movies, blockbusters are always expensive to produce. So now, is it worth it? I'm sure that's what we'll be talking about today. So
all right, now let's talk about it. Let's review this movie from the cinematography aspect, from film production. What would you say about the cinematography, Jude?
Well, I'll give a very big shout out to the cinematographers. I don't know if it's just one or two, but I know there are so many.
Yeah.
So it's like a department on its own.
It's a team on its own.
So the shots were on point. It was detailed. Every detail was. There was no unnecessary shots. I also going to give kudos to the the editor as well, because he actually cut it according to the script. Whereby
the beginning,
there are scenes there are movies you watch, like there are some scenes that are not necessary, but this one, every scene was necessary. Because there was no place I said, okay, let me just skip
Yeah, true.
Let me skip. Let me see the other side of the movie. So every part was actually detailed. So the cinematography shots were on point, down to when I saw the helicopter.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
or like,
true.
is this real helicopter or fake helicopter?
It's real now.
Some of this, what do you call it? I'm not going to. I'm shading. Not that I'm shading the Yoruba industry, but I've seen some movies that they use special effects to do the helicopter, and well, so but anyway,
The helicopter was not demure.
No, not the way.
but this one was on point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
I love the shots. I love the shot. I love there's a lot of car driving.
Yes.
There's a lot of chasing in the car scenes, and so the camera guys were on point. The drone shots and everything they were doing on point. Even when they got to the what they call it, the martial arts they did between Chidi Mokeme and Gideon.
Yeah.
Yes, and so I love the whole shot. So it was on point.
What do I have to add to this?
So you agree with him?
Solely, 100%. The shots, the angles, the feel of the camera as well. I think Nigerian movies have really stepped up in terms of cinematography. If you're tracking the movies released from way back as far as last year till now, the bar has been raised to an all-time high. So if you're going to be putting out any movie on Netflix or Prime, definitely the cinematography has to be above average, and that was reflected in Tòkunbò. We talked about the helicopter scenes, even the car and all that. It was actually the same car that dipped into that ocean or that river. Was the same car that was lifted as well, and of course the lifting, then the car chase reminds me of Fast and Furious, and I was like, so Nigerian movies can actually replicate what happens in Fast and Furious and all that. So for me, thumbs up to the cinematographer, and anything that comes from the stables of Ramsey Nouah. That it has to be dope.
Yeah.
From Living in Bondage to Rattlesnake.
It has a very great
I
reputation.
know, man. So
And that's
it's
really
a
nice.
Something I love about again is the intro. Who saw the intro?
I
The
did.
opening.
Yeah, true.
You're saying it was classic.
Yeah.
It was not
Yeah.
like normal, just open and everybody just walk, hey, Mr. This, Mr. That, Mr. Talk. No, he had this, suspense.
Yeah,
You
true.
just have to then you skip the intro.
Yes, true.
You don't
Because
skip the intro because you want to see what's happening in the
Yeah.
intro. You understand? Say, why is the guy stopping? And next thing, you just hear the sound of the police. Power. The
yeah,
case
true.
starts.
True.
So it was
Even
very
the
nice.
editing, the name tags that came in, the way it was designed.
Yes.
Man, I'm saying, just when it comes to photography and the editing, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
All right, now let's talk about set props, costume, makeup. Let's start. Hey, why are you smiling?
I'm going to say a few things that would be alarming to some people, but continue.
All right, so I guess we should start with you. So you
Yeah.
say that those things that would be alarming.
Makeup was done by two strong hands in the industry.
Okay.
I'm talking about Abisoye. For those who remember, what's the House of Gar.
Okay.
The head that you complained about, and the whole effects, the effects and all that, the special effects was done by Abisoye, and also the veteran himself. He's young, he's a young man, but for me, he's a veteran. That's Hakim Effects.
Yeah.
Both of them came together to do that when it comes to makeup and special effects. And trust me, the makeup special effects was so on point. Look at the scene that young guy's hand was cut off.
Yeah.
From that scene to even the shot itself, even to, I can go on and on and on. Look at all the special effects that were done all through the movie. I could not fault any, because this part of the movie was handled by guys who understand the craft.
Yeah.
And thumbs up to the Nigerian makeup industry. We've moved away from just doing your facials to now doing real effects.
Yeah.
And I see these guys taking their craft from Nigeria to Hollywood, because we are now setting the pace. When I checked the profile of Abisoye, she's not just a makeup artist, she's a special effects expert. She also trains people as well. Same with Hakim Effects. So I see this industry growing in leaps and bounds. And now, if you look at what happened in House of Gar, we all commended House of Gar's makeup. I'm also commending Tokunbo's makeup and special effects. The sets and props were apt as well. Even from the cars that were used, the cars were actually damaged. Remember this? The car
when he was struggling
with the girl. It was damaged. It was replaced with another car. The same car was dipped into the sea. It got out as well. Everything was just on point, even from the police and how they were dressed, the machinery they used, the guns they used. So it was really good. For me, Tòkunbò just took makeup and costume from this level to 100.
Fantastic. Jude, do you agree with AY?
So I agree with AY. So where I actually was very impressed was when
Jude was very impressed. That's
with makeup.
wonderful.
I'm the kind of person that likes, just blood.
Yeah, blood, scars. And
so
man,
I was actually impressed when I saw the continuity of the guys that they caught his hand. When the lady called him, like, look at what, do you remember what? And I'm like,
I was trying
and he has healed.
Yeah.
You understand? The hand healed, and it was still, obvious that this guy had. I was even asking myself, did they actually use someone that
exactly
was?
Until I saw that he actually had hands in the movie.
Yes,
I tried to look for faults.
I was like, how did they do it? Was it that they just fixed the hand to that short hand or so, and they now cut? That's why I was like, because it was looking too real. I was saying, did this guy hide his hand? The real hand inside his clothes? So I had so many thoughts because it was too believing. You understand? It was so real. Like I saw it, like this guy was actually handicapped. You understand? So that's just it. So I enjoyed the special effect. Then for the props, set and props, the props were on point. You understand? The props, the guns, the sound of did he shoot? Yes, they shot.
Yeah, they shot. Yeah.
This lady shot Chidi Mokeme at the end.
Yeah, true.
And again, look at the effect of the bullet wound.
Yes, true.
You understand? When Chidi Mokeme fell down, you understand? It was obvious. This is like real gunshots. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you have not seen, but I've seen. You understand? So it was obvious. And again, joined with the fact that it was raining.
Yes, true.
You understand? So
they had to do the rain making machine. It was real. The rainfall was real.
I saw. Do you know the funny thing about the rainfall?
Yeah.
There was this lightning that came out when they were inside the room.
Yeah, true.
Inside the house first. When he told Chidi Mokeme that, do you want us? Let's go man to man. You understand? The lightning, there was a lightning showing that the rain want to fall. So when he now marched him out of the place and he fell outside, the rain was falling. So everything was well planned.
True. For me, the lightning was good. The rainfall was good. Even the martial, the combat scene between Chidi Mokeme and Gideon. That was real combat, man. And I don't know how they were able to achieve it. They used different scenes for that.
I really
combat scene, different
that combat
angles. Chidi Mokeme was on top of the vehicle at some point. They had to battle there. They came down.
They broke some car windscreen.
If you look at that part of the whereby Chidi Mokeme pushed Gideon, they had to break through a wall. That was real breaking through a wall, and it fell down. That's kudos to, as I said earlier, kudos to Akim Effect and Abisoye Balogun, because these guys, they made this thing so real for me, and I was really proud to be a Nigerian that this is actually was done here in Nigeria. So shout out to all the movie practitioners there, the makeup and the costume industry. You guys are doing amazingly well.
So I think you should just talk about art direction.
Art direction was amazing. Now, one thing about art direction is that for you to be able to for you to be able to create a good impression when it comes to art directing, I would say that you are moving away from scene to scene and keeping that creativity constant. Remember, there were car scenes. There was a particular point whereby, they were in a club or something. That's Funny Bone was in the club and all that. You could see the ambience as well. So even from the costume itself, I don't know who was in charge of that aspect of the movie. But for me, the person really studied how a movie should be done, and he or she executed it well enough. I try to fault, but my conscience is not allowing me to fault, because the truth is, these tasks were executedly done.
All right, Jude, now let's talk about the storyline, right? Scripting. What do you think about the story that they were trying to portray?
So, I don't know if you have watched this movie, Transporter.
Yeah.
It's a foreign movie though. So it's had that same issues of almost similar storyline, whereby you smuggle things for people and you get paid for it. You understand? So that is almost the same storyline with this movie. Just that this one had it was under durex where
true.
they had to kidnap his wife and so to do something illegal, which he's not even aware of. He was just thinking
It
it was
was
a
actually
regular.
set up,
He was thinking it was a regular smuggle, one or two things that is normal. You understand? Later on, he didn't know that he even had, there was evidence about him doing things. So the storyline for me was on point. You understand? It shows different aspects. First of all, it shows the aspect of the corruption in Nigeria. You understand? Whereby people doesn't want things to change. Remember the fact that the Central Bank of Nigeria, according to the movie, that's the lady, what's her name again?
Funlola Aofiyebi.
Funlola. She was trying to, make a change in the their system, the central bank, the banking system.
The policies and all that.
She was trying to make a change because she was newly elected CBN governor, and she was trying to make a change, and they didn't want her to make a change. Yes, and so that simply means this is like the normal stories that happens in Nigeria. Most times you see someone that after the election, you're like, this person didn't do anything. Do you know there was forces that makes that person not to do it? You understand? Then again, you now see the aspect of people trying to survive from the ghetto. What happens in the ghetto? People that rule the ghetto. Remember what Chidi Mokeme said? He said it was these people that makes things happen in the ghetto.
Yeah, true.
That's the politicians. That simply means the politicians has what they call it influence into ghettos. They use all these talks to make things happen. You understand? So if you look at how they even set up how they use Gideon was doing the business that he didn't even know that Chidi Mokeme was aware of. But towards the end that we now noticed. So this storyline was every part was linked. Like every part was linked. Look at how they disguised this guy first. They kept a suspense on Majid Mitchell.
Yeah.
First, they wanted him to just look at his voice. Was sound like big brother.
This is Big Brother.
So he was sounding that way. Then they now twist it. When he now revealed his face, they now twisted it. Like his real voice now came out.
Yeah, that's editing.
So it was. Editing. I like the suspense. I really enjoyed that part. So the storyline for me was on point. It was a nice story. The ending. Now he turned to be his what do you call it? The personal guard. According to you, I'm going to be a personal guard. Yeah, it was really nice. It was really touching. Yeah. It was touching though. It was touching. And again, I love the girl's acting.
Darasimi.
Yeah. It was the little girl. There was perfect casting. Yeah, it was perfect casting. So I really enjoyed this. The storyline was on point.
For me, the dialogues just made everything good for me. The dialogues, even though I had some issues with some dialogues, especially when it comes to Funny Bone and in the police, when he went to the police station to complain and all that, the guys that were casted for those roles or for that role, that's the police, they did not really do a good job. The dialogues were a bit below par. That's for the dialogues, but for Funlola Aofiyebi-Raimi and the police, Nobechong was also on that movie as well. You could see experience in that movie. These guys are quite experienced. They've been doing this for decades. You could see the Majid Michael. It was a breath of fresh air seeing Majid Michael. It's been a while I saw him in any movie. When I saw it, I was like, wow, that this was good. And also, I was expecting to see Ramsey Nouah doing a cameo.
Yeah.
I was expecting I was actually thinking that it's Ramsey Nouah that was playing that Majid Michael's role. But boss just decided to stay back and just direct, which is a good one. We talked about Darasimi, the little girl. Yeah. Darasimi's articulation needs to be studied. She's so vocal, and she sees so well. She's very firm with her words. I don't know where they got that girl from, but she's well schooled. She's going to a very, very expensive secondary school. And Gideon for me is one of the most. Let me not say one of the most, but arguably one of the most flexible actors in Nigeria. He can switch roles effectively.
That was the first time seeing acting that role.
Gideon, there's something about Gideon, and he acted the role that a mid or like an averagely educated character, and he played it from start to finish without missing anything. Talk about Chidi Mokeme as well. He has played that role again and again. Shantytown, that's Merry Men 3, then this one as well. Chidi Mokeme. He's just anytime I see him in that movie, I get scared because the believability was so good.
I didn't know if it was in this. Yeah, it was POV that we talked about comparing Chidi Mokeme and
Toby.
No.
It's
Now
light
you see it now.
It's light and darkness.
I see it.
And Adunia Day too.
Yeah.
I like the part when he smacked her behind, anyways. But I was like, Chidi is a bad boy. But for me, good casting. You can't expect anything.
Now you see that when we talked about Criminal, the last time,
true.
We are talking about the role this lady Funlola played as a doctor, and she was being so tough and acting so tough. Now you see that the perfect role that fits her was this one.
Yeah, true.
This is the role that I expect her to be tough, because she is now like a leader, a politician. Politicians are always tough. They make tough decisions. You understand? So she was being a very strong woman, despite sometimes she tries to be human, and she still comes back to be who she is, and so I just like the way they casted everybody. There was no wrong casting for me.
So you guys have moved from story to casting.
Yeah.
So I guess we've talked about casting now.
Exactly true.
Which brings us to, who was your standout actor?
It has to be Tokunbo, played by Gideon Okeke.
He did really well.
So it's just, for me, it's a no-brainer. He did it.
When I saw him, I was kind of skeptical. I don't think I've seen this guy play this role. But from the beginning, I know it was...
You know what he said at the beginning? It was like, the baby is coming. You know, said,
Hey.
coming to where?
Baby, what are you doing?
I was like, God, Gideon, you don't go keep messing. Well, for me, Gideon is like, he had A plus, man. Or A plus.
Who was your standout actor?
Why do you call the little girl's name again?
Darasimi.
That's my standard actor.
Darasimi.
One of the first time, what I enjoyed about the girl was the beginning, when she was doing the martial arts thing, when she wore the kung fu outfit.
Yeah.
She had that. She was so real.
Yeah, true.
Like from beginning to the end. She was even the one that made me enjoy the movie somehow. Gideon, I'm used to Gideon. Yes, I'm just seeing this girl for the first time in a movie like this. Maybe she have added other movies.
I think she was in A Father's Love. I think so.
But this is the first time seeing her, display such a character. You understand? Whereby she's being kidnapped, how to vibe with the kidnapper and stuff like that. And so she was so real. Like she was not even seeing like someone who is, and she carried that role very well, because she was playing the role of a rich kid. She was not shivering, like she was like, my mom will get you arrested.
She was well composed.
Yes. So I enjoyed her. So that's my standard actor, actually.
All right. AY, would you say it's a roast or a toast?
With all these things you have mentioned. Wow.
Who will roast this movie here today? No, it's a toast. It was well done, well executed, and thumbs up once again to Ramsey Nouah. I see you taking another AMVCA next year.
All right, Jude.
Yeah, for me, I won't waste your time, guys. It's a toast.
Fantastic. And it's also a toast for me because I love the fact that Ramsey doesn't slack in his movies. They are always very great movies, and I think this is something that Nollywood directors, they should follow, because you'd see some people do very amazing jobs in one movie, and then in the other movie I'm wondering what went wrong.
Wait, you should notice something, that the budget of this movie is $200,000. Now, most of the things that affect movies are budget at times. You understand? Some directors can be very good, but with little resources, little funds, you see them doing jobs that are not up to standard. Yeah, because
there are some movies actually that movies that they will shoot. I can't remember the exact movie, but there are some that they even, from the outlook of this movie, you know that budget was not the problem. They just didn't have maybe a good storyline.
Yeah, true.
Or the
do you know budget affects storyline? Now, do you know what happens is that
I want to mention the movie, but it's going to cost wahala.
what
the budget was good.
Please,
but
please,
the
please.
storyline.
I got you. Don't worry.
Well,
she'll not back at you.
It all depends on what tribe you come from, anyways. But moving on.
No. We
just
really
see
need to hear
the
you.
movie.
It all depends on what tribe you come from.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Can we close the show now? I beg you. I get it.
But
the budget was nice. It was. You can see that it was a very robust budget. However, the most times I don't think it's the script. I feel like they write scripts before they put a budget.
No, yes. Do you know your script tells the budget? For example, they have what they call a script breakdown. So when you have a script and then they start breaking down the script, like, okay, you wrote, you need a Lamborghini, then the person drove a Lamborghini. You write the Lamborghini out. What's the price of renting a Lamborghini? You bring it out.
Don't actually
You
camera.
understand? So when you say, what was this camera? That's what we're this camera. But it's your script that actually determines the budget. You understand? Just imagine the scriptwriter of this Tokunbo movie wrote helicopter. When they now called the chopper to come in, the chopper came in and stuff like that. And maybe you don't have much money. That's it. You say, please come. What's this? You say the chopper, like, where is this? Please take it up. Then you say the car. Then he now drove into the water. Yeah. He now fell off on a bridge and fell into the water. Bro, how am I going to put the car inside? Do you know how much is that car? Do you know they damaged 2 cars?
Yeah, they damaged 2 cars. Yeah.
You understand? So the script is also part of this stuff.
Absolutely, but this doesn't. I don't know. I don't feel like for this particular movie, it wasn't just about the budget.
Yeah,
It was part of it.
Fine, because they could get really good people, but the people did well.
The storytelling, the casting,
everybody did their job. Like
professionals.
no, please let's give it to them. Okay.
Okay, they didn't use much of the expensive actors though. There are actors that are relative. Yes, but they actually use actors that are experienced.
Yeah,
great actors, and they killed their roles.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, guys. I guess this is just us saying you should absolutely, with our full chest, go see this movie, and it will definitely not be a waste of your time. So this is where we draw the wrap on the show. When you watch the movie, please let us know what you think. That's the whole point of the show. Let us know your point of view, and we'll be waiting for you in the comment section. Have a great time. Bye bye. This is POV.